I kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Drift for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm Biddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll change the look. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll throw with Penix. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking to throw Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To the air with McCarthy. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
McCarthy operating from the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is third and quite a ways. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Open man, that's Felton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one. That's good for 28 yards. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up the Falcons first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Now an audible here into something else. Operating from the gun, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ready? Set, 18 Cardinal, go!
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And looking to throw, Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On third down. Penix from the gun. He'll try and do this himself. That one deep for London. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Here's Penix. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Dragon 6, 70, Panther 11.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this without the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To the air, Penix. That one deep for London. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Robinson with another carry. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Robinson up the middle, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
Now McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. The Vikings going to use... their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 9. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And his kick is right there. It's good, And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 11. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On play action, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. McCarthy going to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll throw with Penix. Looking deep here from Mooney. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Reek Willen. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brad, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hit 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Third and goal, McCarthy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, This possession, gigantic. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw, Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 60 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air with McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Penix. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
19, Cougar 19, 18, 60, Bobcat, 60, tap 60, tap 60.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he is caught. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Back to throw. Throw left side, there's London. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here comes second down.
They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
Well, they had the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Here we go, first and goal. Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you. Do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
Ready.
Real quick. Whole squad.
Come on. Cougar 19.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Go.
Off the option, that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Vikings 24. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is first and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Rough with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's back to throw. Able to find Jones. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.